Welcome back to the EJWJGC World Junior Golf Championships for 2013, and it's day 3, which means the boys and girls in classes C and D are going to be crowning their champions today. I'm joined in commentary by tour professional Derwin Honan. Welcome, Derwin.
Thank you, Matt. Nice to be here.
Now, here we have overnight leader in boys class B, Puit Anapansipsai. Solid round from him, 2 over, just 1 birdie and a few bogeys. This is him at the 15th. Difficult green to play into, Derwin.
Yeah, this is a really strong par 3. It's got a massive ridge running from right to left as the players look at it, and that's a very tidy, safe shot, really. Try to use the ridge.
His closest rival was the Chinese player EJWJGC, here chipping in at the 15th. He had a very solid round at 1 over, a bit more varied, 5 birdies and some bogeys. And that's some amazing chip in, Derwin.
Yeah, the standard of the short game for these guys is very, very good. And that's a really tough chip. It slopes all the way back down to the water, and he's very fast.
In boys class A, overnight leader Feroz Singh Garawal of India. He started with a birdie, well off, but under pressure, faltered a little.
Long bunker shot, wasn't a bad attempt really.
Yeah, that's the 13th. He had 4 bogeys on the front 9 and 4 bogeys on the back 9 too, so 6 over for the day. Sarat Sawara up here, 1 off the leader overnight and a solid par 72. 2 birdies, 2 bogeys, took over the lead.
That is a very, very, very fast putt. He's done well to keep that to about 3 feet past the hole now.
Now in the girls class B, Nasa Hatoko, who we see here, she was second overnight but only on count back. She had 2 birdies and 4 bogeys on the front 9, keeping the pressure on. The overnight leader was Papankorn Tawatanikit here. She had 9 straight pars on the front 9, but dropped 3 shots, including a double on the back 9 for a 3 over 75. But there's no doubt that Nasa Hatoko certainly keeps the pressure on, Derwin.
Yeah, I mean, again, a good second shot coming in. It's a really good hole. It's a very, very demanding hole.
Yeah, doesn't look too happy with that.
It's very easy just to lose that little bit to the right.
Here in girls class A, this is Nicole Hanna from South Africa. She was second overnight. Solid 1 over on the front 9, but I think the pressure got to her. She slipped on the back 9, including a couple of doubles, but she did think that lovely birdie on the 15th. Overnight leader here, Kanyalak Sutajit. She had a mixture of birdies and bogeys, but a very solid 2 over 74, including this par at the 18th. She consolidates her lead. So that was the end of day 3 for the boys and girls in A and B. It's beginning to sort of set the pattern now. Sarat opening up a lead in boys A. It's still very close in boys B. Kanyalak opening up a lead in girls A and Papankorn in girls B. And now we come down to the real competition of today, and of course that's the boys and girls in classes C and D who will be crowning their champions today. This is Chanya Chun in girls class C. This is her 3rd shot on our 4th. Already had 1 birdie today. Nasty little green this actually, Derwin, sloping down to the water.
Oh, it's so easy to let that putt just slide away from it. You're going to hit it a fraction too hard.
Now the boys in Class D getting away. This is Jose Suriadinata. He was lying 3rd overnight. Got some swing, haven't they, these youngsters?
Oh, the standard of golf has been amazing. I mean, they really do swing the golf club very well. They've obviously got some good instruction going on.
Up forward now on the 8th. This is the Class D girls, and Yamni Wangaru, and she's opening up a really substantial lead in girls Class D. Yes, I think it's more like a race for 2nd and 3rd in girls Class D. Here we have the overnight leader in boys Class D with Pitspat. Going off the 1st. Again, just like before. Magnificent swing there.
He's put it in perfect position down 1 there. Solid looking man.
This is Christina Yoko, girls Class C. This is her bogey putt on the 4th. A lot of water down there, isn't it, Derwin, to sort of put them off on the approach?
Yeah, but again, they hold out so well, Pat. I mean, they look very, very confident on the greens.
And now the boys in Class C away. This is overnight leader Tanafon Finja Butikun. Good solid one straight down the fairway there. Gorelda Ayal. She's in Class D. This is on the 14th approach. This is her second shot, the 14th.
That actually isn't that bad. It might look bad on the screen, but she's probably about 5 yards away from catching the slope and bringing it back down towards the flag.
Girls Class C, here we are back on the 7th. This is Patricia Sinolingen. She's mainly been pars on the front nine. She'd come off a bogey there, but recovered. Back to Nyamani Wangaroon in Girls Class D. Substantial lead here. She's on, coming into the 14th green.
Let that one get away from her a little bit. Don't quite know how the lie was, so it might be being a bit harsh on her there.
Yeah, she rather sort of overcooked her approach shot, didn't she?
Again, she's probably just caught that reach and it's just shot it forwards.
And here's Yamani's playing partner, Valencia Amdov. She had a difficult front nine. Very close there, Derby.
It's very tough out there, Pat. You're battling the heat, you're battling obviously grain on the greens as well.
This is Aaron Hall on the 7th tee. Boys Class D. It's the par 3.
Very confident little swing at the ball there. Results in a good shot too.
Yeah, it's a good chance for birdie there. This is with Pittipat on the same 7th, gives you a good view of this hole, Derwin.
Again, the green slope's very much left to right, and you're actually trying to hit it just left of that flag. Let the slope help her back towards the flag, which she's done very nicely. She's come up a little short, but again, it's still a good shot. Watch this tee.
Back to the 15th here. This is in Nyamani Wangaroon again.
You can see how the players are aiming the ball out to the right a little bit to let that slope come in. She's a little underclub that maybe.
Well, there's a big bunker on the right there, actually, Derwin, isn't there, on that 15th green?
Yeah, that bunker's what you kind of want to aim at. Just let the ball check up on the green and take the slope down towards the flag.
Here we are back on the 7th green. Remember this very good approach shot by Aaron Hall, which he's converted.
Yeah, good lad, good birdie.
Changyao Chen, that's Class C, on the approach to the 14th. Yeah, come up a little short. Tarafona Finja Wutikan again. This is on the 7th tee. A little bit far to the right there, Derwin.
Yeah, I think the wind is a little bit pushing the ball across that green. So you probably just let it go on the wind a little.
Yeah, I think the wind is a constant presence actually in this Pampayanda Kapuk course.
And it's been getting up all day. The later starters have definitely had it more windy than the early starters.
Alexander Valentino here on the 9th. This is another scary hole, Derwin.
Very scary. Where they put that flag as well means the whole of that second shot is all carried straight across the lake.
He seems to be happy with that one, though. So Nyamani Wangaroon on the 18th, putting, she hopes, for her victory. And nicely holed. Substantial victory there. One interesting thing, actually, Derwin, she only had one birdie in the whole of her round, and only one other player, Fiontine of the United Kingdom, had a birdie in the whole of their round today.
Well, that could be two things really, Pat. One, the golf course is a very tough, stern test for her. They just played very steady, grinding out those pars.
Here is Boys Class D with Pittipat, the leader, 14th approach. Very solid approach there, Derwin.
Yeah, he's a good player, very solid player.
Also in Boys Class D, this is Aaron Hall of Indonesia, coming out of the bunker.
A little strong.
Difficult shot coming out that bunker when it's at half your size. Chang Ya Chen on the 18th, girls class C. Good line.
It's a very fast green as well. I mean, this green really slopes down towards the water, and it's down grain as well.
EJWJGC, boys class C. Getting pretty close actually, boys class C, because he was only leading by 1 at the turn.
That's a bad shot for him there, really. That's a flag that you'd aim to the right of.
And there we've just seen Chang Ya Chen putting out for her win on the 18th in girls class C. Substantial victory. This is back to the 17th. This is with Pity Pat in boys class D. Difficult green this, and a very difficult pin position.
It's actually just a monster of a hole. A really tough par 5. Anybody who makes pars out of this, oh, how good's that? Just rolled that in very nonchalantly.
He is amazing on the green actually with Pity Pat, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit of a character.
Well, he's played well all week actually, and with 1 hole to go, just the 18th, he must be full of confidence. Here we are back to EJWJGC on the 14th. He's coming out of the bunker as well.
Tough bunker shot too. Hasn't played that too badly really. He didn't have much room to play around with.
Now the pressure's on. His lead's only 3. Still 3 holes to play.
Yeah, it's a tough finish too.
Here's his playing partner, EJWJGC. This is for a par. Yeah, nicely sunk that. Putting the pressure on. And the top flight in boys class D have reached the approach to the 18th. Alman Odafa here. It's rather faded with a series of bogeys on the back 9. The pressure does get you.
Well, it was very close to the water, but he's managed to keep it above the ground and keeping it dry.
Yeah, but he's not happy with that. It's going to be a difficult chip in for him. This is for EJWJGC on the approach on the 17th. Not an easy fairway this fairway.
There isn't a level piece of grass out on that fairway. That is so undulating. And below his feet, he's played a really good shot. Anything right is in the water, and he's played a great shot in there. Putting the pressure back on.
And on the 18th is with Pity Pat, putting out for his well-deserved championship win. He's really played exceptionally well all week.
I think that last putt there sums it up. It looks like it was never missing.
For EJWJGC again, this is his 2nd shot on the par 4 18th.
Tough par 4 18. Big carry off the tee.
That's a good approach shot, but he's still left himself quite a lot to do on that 18th green with the slopes and borrows that has. And it's going to be difficult for anybody to catch EJWJGC now. Well, when someone puts like that, what do you say, Derwin?
No, you can't catch someone when he's on form like that. He's played great. He really has.
A well-deserved champion in boys class C. He just has to wait for his playing partners to putt out. So, there we have the leaderboards. Boys and girls in C and D. As we saw, EJWJGC, quite a close match there with EJWJGC. Only 3 shots in it with Pity Pat. Substantial lead in boys class D. Quite a close contest, Chang Ya Chen in girls class C, and Nyamini Wangaroon, a substantial victory in girls class D. So, tomorrow, it's the boys and girls in classes A and B. Join us after this short break.